Shri Parashakti Vidyala CBSE Class 8th Subject English.
Good morning, students. Today also we are going to study from the supplementary reader, that is 6th lesson Fight, written by Ruskin Bond. All of you take your English supplementary reader for the class. Students, I hope you that all of you take your English supplementary reader for the class. All of you take the page number 45, The Fight, written by Ruskin Bond. Renji had been in Rajpur when he discovered a pool in the forest. It was a hot day. He plunged into it for a swim. He had no friends, so he wandered about a good deal alone. A small stream flowed out from the rocks to feed the pool. Renji limbs were supple and free of fat. All of you take the page number 46 and 47. Summary of these pages. The next day he came again to the forest pool. While he lay there, he noticed another boy looking at him in a hostile manner. The other boy was Suraj, older, taller, and stronger than Renji. He said that it was his pool and he always swam along. He called himself a warrior. Renji was unafraid. He said that he was not a villager but a fighter. He refused to run away. He threw a challenge to his adversary. The warrior slapped the Renji with force. Renji also hit back with his bony fist into a other face. Page number 48 and 49. Two started grappling. It was a violent struggle. The fight continued even in the water. Neither emerged victorious. The warrior deferred the fight for next day. Renji promised to come, prepare for a fight. He had got a cut on his face, legs, and arms. Page number 48 and 49. That evening he went to the bazaar, ate jalebis, and drank lemonade. He saw his adversary coming down the road. Both looked angrily at each other. He was feeling weak and lazy after the previous day's fight, but he could not back out of the challenge. He knew he was no match to him, but he refused to accept the defeat. He thought that as long as he fought, he had a right to the pool in the forest. Page number 52 and 53, the last page. The next day, the two stood on either bank of the stream. Renji challenged him to swim and come to his side. He was superior to Suraj in swimming. He could dive easily. Renji could swim under the water. He guided the Suraj how to dive and swim underwater. Thus he taught his opponent Renji acknowledged that Suraj was a wrestler. Suraj promised to make a Boni Renji a Pahalwan. The two become friends now. In that moment, were born love and understanding between them. They bond the pool jointly thereafter. Students, now we are going to study the second story, 7th lesson, Open Window, written by Saki H.H. Monroe. I am going to tell the 55, 56 and 57 page numbers summary. All of you listen. The narrator Frampton Nuttall had some nervous disorder. He needed complete rest and no mental excitement. He was advised to settle in the country for cure. When he was prepared to migrate to the country, his sister gave him few letters of introduction to all the people. He knew this one was addressed to Mrs. Sappleton. Frampton called her house. He know nobody else there. Mrs. Sappleton was upstairs. Her niece Vera received the stranger. He didn't know whether Mrs. Sappleton was married or widowed. So the young girl Vera decided to give her some fun. She told him that the great mishap occurred some 3 years ago. She said that her aunt husband with her two young brothers and the dog had gone out for days shooting through the window. While crossing the grassland, they sank into the wet marshy ground. They never returned. Even their dead bodies could not recovered. Page number 58 and 59. Veera continued with her cooked up story, and she said that poor aunt always kept the window open every evening. She thought that the hunted party would come back someday and enter through that window. Her husband carried a white waterproof coat, while her youngest brother was in the habit of teasing her by singing, Bertie, why do you bound? Frampton got frightened. It was a relief to him when the aunt walked into the room. She hoped that the girl must have been amusing him. She added that the aunt was waiting for his husband and her two brother to come home any time. They would enter through the window and spoil her carpet with her muddy boots. Frampton made an effort to turn the talk to some other topic, so he started telling about the alignment. But the aunt's eyes were constantly turning to the open window and lawn. She looked for feeling bored with his details of illness. Suddenly, she saw a party returning home just in a time for tea. Frampton always saw through the open window with horror. The three figures were walking towards the window. They all carried the gun. One of them recited the song saying, Bertie, why do you bond? The Frampton looked at them for a ghostess. He recollected him hat and stick and ran out madly. He forced a cyclistic run into a hedge. The last page. Veera uncle inquired about the stranger. The aunt described him as an extraordinary man, Mr. Nuttall, who could only talk about his illness. Nuttall had perhaps seen a ghost, but Veera said calmly that the stranger had a horror of dogs. Once the poor fellow had to spend the night in a grave with dogs growling above him. Veera was good at finding occasion for fun.